if you don't know who I am a 21-year-old early career actor. So basically I left sixth form and went to go pursue an acting career straight away. But I think I had seen people from classes I'd done online who had left sixth form and taken a few years before going to drama school, or had just tried to like pursue a career in acting and navigate the industry without the drama school training. And I think without seeing people who had taken the path that I then took, I would have never had the confidence to be able to do it. And I think seeing other people who had also taken this route is what empowered me to take those steps. And I know in a lot of areas in this country and at a lot of different schools, like at my school, you barely see anyone who's taking that kind of path. So I thought I'd talk a bit about my truthful experience taking this path, in the hopes that it can help people make more informed decisions, I guess, on what they might want to do, and just maybe could give someone the confidence or like empower them to take the same route as me, because it's quite scary to do, but I think if you want to do it, you can do it. And for context about what I've done and achieved with my acting, I do now have an agent. I have booked some paid work, and with the auditions I'm doing now, I'm getting auditions more regularly than I ever have, and I'm also getting a few recalls as well. So I feel like I'm really progressing in the industry, and it is obviously a difficult route to take, because something that I had been told is if you're 21 and under, or even if you're under 30 sometimes, it can be difficult without that kind of formal drama school training and that big drama school name to get seen for things and be taken seriously in the industry and be able to book work. I was told it's really difficult, so the fact that I've got an agent and I am in these audition rooms still with people who have been to drama schools is something that I didn't realise would be as possible as it has been, and like I've managed to do that, so I just thought I'd put that out there. I've learned that there are so many lessons that you can learn through working in the industry. Like I've done extra work, I've done various different performances, I've worked in a theatre, and I've done classes at many different places, and I think through that I've learned so many different things through navigating the industry and auditioning for work that I think I would have not learn in the same way at drama school. I think there are so many valuable lessons about acting and technique to learn at drama school, but I think like navigating certain complications with projects, or navigating certain issues you might come across in the industry, or learning what it's like to actually be on a set for 12 hours and how to pace yourself with that, and how to build up your stamina to do multiple 12-hour days on set a week when sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's really warm, you're not filming the season that you might be in, like you might be filming winter in summer and summer in winter, and dealing with those kind of temperature extremes, dealing with the early mornings is something that you only really learn through doing it. And I think that has taught me a lot about the industry, and I think that's one of the reasons why I got my offer from my agent, because I've just developed from that an awareness of the industry. Whereas if you're in drama school, yes, you learn so much about the industry, you have lessons about the industry, you learn about acting, you learn about performing, and you learn about what the industry will be like, but that's kind of 3 years where you're not immersed in the industry and auditioning for things. I think being out of education has taught me a lot about dealing with busy and quiet times in work, in the industry, in acting, in life, which I think is a really useful skill to have, because I think it's something that a lot of people struggle with when they get out of drama school, because drama school's got a very like busy schedule, and then suddenly you might have like really quiet times, you also might have really busy times. Like recently I did 7 days in a row work at this job I have, and then I did a paid bit of acting the day after that, and then the day after that I had a recall, and throughout that time I had to learn this recall material. I also had self-tapes amongst that, so you can have really busy times. And I think mentally, as busy as that might sound, I do always find the busier times easier than the quiet times, because I've had times where I've been in between work, there's not many auditions going on, and you just spend a lot of time in your own head, and then you have people, when you do see them, they're like, what have you been up to recently? And you have to be like, literally not much at all, and that's quite mentally challenging to have so much time in your own head. So I think not going to drama school and not having such a structured life has taught me the importance of scheduling things in that I could potentially go to if I have spare time. Like on a Monday evening there's a Spanish conversation group, on a Wednesday evening there's a Spanish conversation group. So I'm just working on becoming fluent in Spanish. Also, pursuing acting is expensive because you might have to travel to different auditions, and like classes are a lot, headshots are a lot, and I think the these are all things that are really important to do and help progress your career, because I know a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to start a new acting class soon, or I need new headshots. I've been that person before, I think, to be fair. Like, I'm not shaming anyone, but like there's a lot of things that you can say would be useful to do for your acting career that people can put off for ages. And I think the way to really accelerate your career, especially if you've not been to drama school, is to like try to not put those things off and to really do stuff. Because I think this year I was like, having an agent could really help me, and I've not got one, so I really wanted to go out there and do something about it. And now I've managed to eventually get an agent, and I think it's taking those kind of steps that you think would be necessary to take. For full transparency, actually, something that has really helped me, especially with the fact that I don't have formal drama school training behind me and a big name that I've got a degree from, is that I still do have big name places that I've trained at. Like, I've trained at the Television Workshop in Nottingham, and I've trained at the National Youth Theatre, and people know those names, people trust those names, people know of actors who have gone there, and they know of the kind of work that comes out of there. And I think having that has really helped me be taken more seriously. It's been a conversation point with different people who I've been seen by, and also it just is something that validates the standard of acting and work you create. So I think as much as like you can navigate the industry without drama school, like it's always useful to have names, and names hold a lot of value in this industry sometimes. And I think over time I've grown so much. Like, I used to get so stressed over having one self-tape, and now I can do multiple self-tapes in a week, and my ability to turn around self-tapes fast has improved. My ability to portray myself and like come across better in the audition room, and my audition technique and the actual standard of my acting has grown so much. So I think it's so possible to grow and become a better actor with or without drama school. And personally, I just think it's possible for anyone to improve their ability at acting and make themselves more informed about the industry and a better actor. Because I think what worries me is that lots of people make out acting to be like this very mysterious thing, and people have a gift for it. And I think that intimidates a lot of people and puts a lot of people off acting who otherwise could be really great actors. So if anyone has any questions or experiences they want to share, or anything to do with acting that they want to chat about, then please leave a comment, because I like to talk about acting with people on this channel. So I'm open to having a chat about acting with you. So thank you so much to everyone for watching. Please, please, please do consider subscribing, because it really does help me out. And hopefully I will see you in another video. Thank you. Bye.